All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. We don't need to focus on conditions, we only need to work on ourselves. The only place where we can heal our feelings of lack and limitation is in our own minds. Be transformed by renewing your thoughts. Once we achieve this change internally, we will see that the world around us, which includes your body, environment, and conditions, is simply a reflection of your inner mental state. Whatever things you ask for in prayer, believe that you have already received them, and you will have them. This is the foundation of all successful prayers, whether for healing, prosperity, success, achievement, or material benefits. Once you convince your deeper mind that you already possess what you desire, it will immediately start working to bring it into reality. You might ask, how can I convince my subconscious that I have wealth or any other good thing when my common sense tells me that bills are piling up, creditors are after me, and the bank is calling for payment on my mortgage and debts? Well, if you keep focusing on debts, obligations, and how much you owe, you will only increase your misery. But here's the truth about the laws of your mind. Your subconscious accepts anything that is repeated to it with conviction, just as you learn to walk, swim, or play sports by repeating actions until they became automatic. Once your subconscious accepts an idea as a fact, it will work to bring it into your life. This is the power of affirmations. They help you convince yourself of the truth you are affirming. And once your deeper mind accepts this truth, it will begin to make it real in your life. Many people tell me, I got an affirmation that says, I am rich and prosperous now, I am successful and wealthy, but it only made me more aware of my need. This happens because their subconscious believed more in poverty and lack than in the abundance surrounding them. I explained to him that he must turn away from that mindset and change his belief. His subconscious accepts what he truly believes. I advised him to look around and realize that God created both him and the world, and the invisible spirit within him is the source of everything. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the fruit you eat, everything is part of this source. Therefore, turn within, change your thinking, and say, I recognize the eternal source of my supply. God is the source of my supply. All my needs, spiritual, mental, and material, are met at all times and in every place. God's wealth is circulating in my life, and there is always a surplus. By day and by night, I am progressing, growing spiritually, mentally, materially, financially, and intellectually. And all things are possible when the mind is aligned with belief. The Bible says, it is done unto me as I believe. Before they even call, he will answer. And while they are still speaking, he will hear. I love your law, the Bible says. Let it be my meditation both day and night. The Lord is my strength. I am what I contemplate, and I am what I believe myself to be. According to my faith, it is done unto me. God gave you all things richly to enjoy. God made you rich, so why are you poor? As he began to recognize the source of infinite supply, the very source of the air he breathes, the power to lift objects, the grass in the fields, and the cattle on 1,000 hills, he started to understand. He connected with that source, and it made sense to him. He realized that his subconscious mind was being filled with ideas of wealth, growth, and prosperity instead of false beliefs and poverty. Don't you know that there are enough root vegetables in the tropics to feed all of humanity? Nature is lavish and abundant. God gave you richly all things to enjoy. As it is written, I have said these things to you that my joy may remain in you and your joy may be complete. When you ask, it is not for nothing, it is for fulfillment. You are encouraged to claim it boldly, as Paul says. When you do this, know what you're doing and why you're doing it. So if you have many debts and obligations, don't focus on them. Turn instead to the source, which is endless. Remember the farmer, he doesn't worry about the weeds because the grain is growing and will eventually overtake them. Similarly, if you focus on your good, on guidance, right action, and the eternal source of your supply, whether it be spiritual, mental, or financial, then all thoughts of lack will fade away. The weeds will die, and God will multiply your good exceedingly. Pray for joy by claiming it. The Bible says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Repeat this to yourself, and you'll soon notice the positive changes in your bloodstream and circulation. Don't overanalyze or force it. Just know that joy is the essence of life, an expression of life itself. No muscle power, no willpower, or blood vessel power is required. Just know and claim that the joy of the Lord flows through you now. Wonders will occur as you pray this way, and peace of mind will be yours as a result. If you have peace of mind, you will experience peace in every area of your life, in your finances, relationships, and home, because peace is the power at the heart of God. Remember, the city of God is within you. It is made up of your thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and opinions. Ensure that they align with the divine standard. A woman once told me that she was financially blocked. She had reached a point where she had only $5 left and was struggling to feed her children. But she held that $5 in her hand and said, God will multiply this greatly according to his riches and glory. I am filled with the riches of the infinite, and all my needs are met. This wasn't just idle words. She believed it. You can't fool God with empty repetition. You must understand that your conscious mind is a tool to write or impress upon your subconscious mind. She repeated that all her needs would be met now, and after about half an hour, a sense of peace washed over her. She spent the $5 on food, and the owner of the market asked her if she wanted a job as a cashier. She accepted the offer, and shortly after she married the owner. They now experienced the abundance of life together. This woman turned to the source, though she didn't know how her prayer would be answered, because the workings of the subconscious mind are mysterious. She trusted in her heart, and the blessings of the infinite followed. Living in a state of being means being connected to the eternal truths. Her good was multiplied and magnified because she focused her attention on it. The subconscious mind always magnifies what you give attention to. You have a power within you that can be used for good. You can call on guidance, right action, beauty, love, peace, abundance, and security. Whether you're in business, an artist, or a professional, you can sit quietly and say, God reveals to me new, creative, and original ideas that bless humanity. Then watch as those ideas come to you. The response will come because when you call, it answers. Affirm that God multiplies your good exceedingly, and you will be enriched spiritually, mentally, financially, and socially. There's no limit to the glory of man for his daily living. Wonders will happen as you impress these truths upon your subconscious mind. The more you repeat them, the faster your mind will absorb them, and soon you will experience the glorious future that awaits you in all areas of life. Never talk about financial lack or poverty. It is foolish to discuss hard times or financial troubles with others. Instead, count your blessings. Begin thinking prosperous thoughts and talking about the divine riches present everywhere. Realize that the feeling of wealth produces wealth. If you focus on not having enough or cutting corners to save money, you are simply creating more lack. Use the money you currently have with joy, knowing that God's wealth flows to you in avalanches of abundance. Look to the source, and as you do, the response will come. He cares for you. You will find neighbors, strangers, and associates contributing to your good and material supply. Make it a habit to pray for divine guidance in all things, knowing that the Supreme Intelligence is providing for your needs according to its riches in glory. Affirm it boldly, as Paul encourages, and know that the Supreme Intelligence responds to your conscious thoughts and imagery. A doctor once shared with me that her constant prayer was, I live in joyous expectancy of the best, and the best always comes to me. She also said her favorite Bible verse was from Acts 17:25. He gives life, breath, and all things. She understood that she was not dependent on people for joy, health, success, happiness, or peace of mind. She looked to the living Spirit within her for all those things. Trusting in the Lord brings happiness. She meditated on promotion, success, achievement, and inspiration, and the Spirit of the Almighty worked on her behalf, compelling her to fully express what she had meditated upon. Allow the infinite riches of the divine to open new doors for you, and let wonders happen in your life. In prayer therapy, avoid struggle and strain. Don't try to force things. The seed will grow on its own. Your subconscious works in the same way, magnifying your good. Let go of struggle, and you will see your good unfold effortlessly. Remember, worry and fear block your good. If you're anxious or worried, you are inhibiting your blessings. The subconscious mind has all the wisdom and power to solve any problem. When your conscious mind quiets, the answers will come. A beauty salon operator once told me that every morning before opening her salon, she would affirm, God's peace fills my soul and His love saturates my being. She claimed that she was guided, prospered, and inspired by God, and after a few months of doing this, she had more clients than she could handle, hired 3 new operators, and experienced the richness of life. This practice of affirmation can work for anyone. The sales manager shared with me that he had lost his job due to excessive drinking at work, along with being involved with one of the other employees in the office. He was deeply troubled, disheartened, and concerned about his wife, his income, and his future. Later, when I spoke with his wife, I found out that she had a tendency to nag him frequently, and had failed to control or dominate him in the way she wanted. She was excessively jealous and very possessive, and she kept track of his movements every night, causing a scene whenever he was late. He was emotionally and spiritually immature at the time and did not address the issue constructively. He resented her constant nagging and monitoring of his arrival and responded by drinking more and getting involved with another woman. He told me, I just wanted to get back at her. Both of them agreed that it takes 2 to make a marriage work, and that it also takes 2 to prosper. If a husband and wife agree on success and prosperity, harmony will follow. They will have all the money they need to do what they wish when they want. With wealth and prosperity, they would be as wealthy as possible. Both agreed to start praying together morning and night. understanding that when they prayed for each other, there could be no room for bitterness, hostility, or resentment, as divine love removes everything that is not in line with it. And it truly does. She began to pray each day, saying, "My husband is God's man. God is guiding him to his rightful place. What he seeks is also seeking him. Divine love fills his soul, divine peace fills his heart and mind. He is prospering in every way, spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, everywhere. By day and night he is advancing, growing in every area, for life itself is growth. Harmony, peace, love, and understanding fill our relationship. Divine right action and peace are at work in our lives." In the same way, he prayed for his wife every day, saying, "My wife is God's child. She is the daughter of the infinite, a child of eternity. Divine love fills her soul, and it is written that he cares for her. Divine love, peace, harmony, and joy flow through her at all times. She is divinely guided and prospers in all her ways, for prosperity means growth in all areas. Harmony, peace, love, and understanding fill our marriage. I salute the divinity in her, and she recognizes the divinity in me." As they both relaxed and grew peaceful in their situation, they realized that only good could come from this change. Soon, he received a call from the president of the company offering him his job back, saying he had heard of the reconciliation with his wife. The president also praised him for his past achievements in the company. Unknown to him, his wife had gone to speak with the company president and told him everything, how they had reconciled, how the other woman had disappeared from his life, and how they were now praying together. The president was moved and impressed by their story. Together, they soon discovered the wealth of scientific prayer, realizing that the riches of the infinite lie within each person. You can know if your prayer has succeeded by how you feel. If you continue to feel anxious, worried, or confused about how, when, or through which means your answer will come, you are interfering with the process. This shows a lack of trust in the wisdom of your subconscious mind. It's important not to nag yourself or worry excessively. When you think about what you want, keep your thoughts light and calm, trusting that infinite intelligence is already taking care of the details far better than you can through the tension of your conscious mind. For instance, if you say, "I need $5,000 by the 15th of next month," or "I'll lose my home," that's coming from fear and anxiety. Such thinking will only bring delays, blocks, and setbacks into your life. Instead, remember that peace and confidence will be your strength. Worrying, fearing, or being anxious will not lead to prosperity, peace of mind, or health. Go back to the source, settle your mind, and affirm to yourself, "It is done unto me as I believe." Reiterate that all things are ready if the mind is prepared. This means that all you have to do is align your mind to receive guidance, wealth, solutions, and answers, all according to your faith. The light of God shines within me. The peace of the eternal fills my soul, and with quietness and confidence, I find my strength. God has provided me with everything I need to enjoy life, and with God all things are possible. Repeating these simple truths will give you peace. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures and leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Whenever I call upon him, he answers. He will be with me through any trouble, and he knows my name. God is my constant and eternal source, always available in times of need. Keep repeating these truths and meditate on Psalms like the 23rd and the 91st, doing so quietly and lovingly. With this, you'll reach a state of peace in your mind and know that God is never late. God is your constant supply, guiding, revealing the answers, and opening doors of opportunity. The riches of God flow through your life, and there will always be more than enough. When you maintain this peaceful attitude, the way will become clear, and the shadows of uncertainty will fade away. You will not receive answers through worry, fear, or anxiety. Those things only attract more difficulties and lack. Instead, focus on the source and repeat the truths you know. Focus on God's absolute peace, infinite wisdom, and all-knowing presence. These truths will calm your mind and bring you the answers you seek, for in quietness and confidence will be your strength. Do not give your power to external conditions or fears. Instead, focus on the infinite power and presence within you. A swimming instructor will tell you that you can float in water if you remain calm and still, but if you panic or get fearful, you'll sink. Similarly, when you're seeking wealth, prosperity, success, or healing, immerse yourself in the infinite presence of God. Feel as if you are surrounded by a golden river of life, flowing through you, transforming your whole being into a pattern of harmony, love, peace, and abundance. When you feel this oneness, it will restore your spirit. The following meditation will bring many blessings into your life. Listen to it and know that the truths are becoming deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. Visualize these truths entering from your conscious mind to your subconscious, like seeds being planted in the soil. You are creating your own destiny, and your faith in God will create your fortune. This means having unshakable faith in all things good. Live with joyful expectancy, knowing that only the best will come to you. Understand that the harvest of your future will come from the thoughts of goodness, beauty, love, and abundance you plant today. Your thoughts are the seeds of success, peace, joy, and goodwill. As you continue to nurture your garden of thought, you will experience an abundant harvest. From this moment on, you will express life, love, and truth. You are radiantly happy and prosperous in every way, and God will multiply your good exceedingly. To prosper means to succeed, thrive, and turn out well. Prosperity is not just about wealth, but growing spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, and intellectually. Never be envious of another's wealth or success. Such envy only attracts lack into your life. Instead, rejoice in others' success and wish them even greater prosperity, because when you wish for others, you are wishing for yourself. The thoughts you have for others also shape your own life. True prosperity comes when you become a channel through which the life principle flows freely, harmoniously, and lovingly. It's important to practice a consistent method of thinking and acting every day. One young man who had struggled with a poverty mindset for many years found that his thoughts of poverty kept him stuck in lack. But after speaking with me, he realized that he needed to shift his focus. He began to visualize wealth and affirm that it was available to him. And over time, his belief in God's riches overwhelmed his belief in lack. I wrote a prosperity prayer for him, which went like this: I know there is one source, the life principle from which everything flows. I am a focal point of divine presence, and my mind is open and receptive. I am a free-flowing channel for harmony, beauty, wealth, and the riches of the infinite. I know that wealth, health, and success are released from within me and manifest externally. I am now in harmony with the infinite riches, and I know these thoughts are sinking deeply into my subconscious mind, where they will be reflected in my life. This young man focused his thoughts on God's riches, not on his poverty. He stopped saying, I can't afford this, and instead believed that he could have anything he desired. Within a month, his life transformed. He was promoted to sales manager, earning $30,000 a year plus prime benefits. The subconscious mind has the power to bring any desired outcome into your life. It is impossible to implant the idea of wealth into your subconscious and remain poor. You are born to succeed, to thrive. The infinite cannot fail, and you are meant to triumph. All you need to do is let go and trust that God is guiding you. With faith and action, you can prosper in every area of your life.